something like this. Yeah, we black. I want some of that good old Popeye chicken. The biscuits with the jelly in the middle. Hey, I want some of that good old Popeye chicken. The biscuits with the jelly in the middle. And where's going on? Little old Kilimanjaro style black. Come on. See, some of y'all don't know nothing about this joint right here. That's when we first started, when we was young bloods, young thugs. I want some of that good old Popeye chicken. The biscuits with the jelly in the middle. Oh, hey, I want some of that good old Popeye chicken. The biscuits with the jelly in the middle. Rock a don't stop song. Rock a don't stop now. It's I go. Rock a don't stop now. They don't know nothing about that thing, Taco. Rock a don't stop now. Hey T, hey E, you Brown. Brown. Come on. Yeah. Brown. You got a chance. Yeah. Hey. The girl I used to have, she found somebody else. That I'm just hanging around, I'm thinking the bone. Hey, I say that girl I used to have, she found somebody else. That I'm just hanging around, I'm digging the bone. 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 See, I'm digging the bone. See, I'm digging the bone. Some for the old school. It's all rock it off.
Welcome to the Talk Around Town, man. Each and every Saturday, you can catch it from 9 to 11 on Vox Wave. Sponsored by Skibo Records, sponsored by Vox Wave, sponsored by Triumphant Leaders, sponsored by Hope Foundation. We got a lot of brothers in the house tonight, you know what I mean? That's sponsoring the show, that's with the program, that's with the movement. And I might be by myself tonight, y'all, so y'all got to bear with me because I like to turn up too. You know, so each and every Saturday, you can catch it from 9 to 11. But also, too, if you want to keep me going, you can call in at 240-719-2560. And, you know, man, that's just what it is. You know, I try to get some people coming tonight, and they ain't coming, and it is what it is. But for anybody that's looking for advertisement, marketing, promotion, distribution, artist development, you know, we offer Skibo Records offer each and every Saturday and every day of the week. We're accepting serious artists only. We're accepting serious artists that's about their career. We're accepting people that's really trying to go to the next level in this music game, representing the DMV. You know, you ain't got to be from the DMV, but if you're about your craft, we got you. We offer all platforms to all over the world. We got managers, marketers, promoters, teams all over the United States. So, man, get with us, man. You know, it is what it is. But welcome to the Talk Around Town. And Talk Around the Town is tonight is that I'm by myself. You know, shout out to the Don, Socially Stupid Entertainment. Shout out Adults Travel Spot, Miss Shannon, the people that's on part of the team that couldn't be here. Shout out to Keon, you know, the homie. He couldn't be here tonight. And we just gonna keep it moving, man. You know, thanks for everybody that's tuned in and watching. You know, if y'all want to come on the show, you got some jokes, you got some to talk around the town, you got a scoop, the tea, the business, whatever it is, let's go. You know, don't hold nothing back. But we also try to bring something to you new each and every Saturday. You know, just some people ain't showed up tonight. Some of my hosts ain't showed up tonight. So it is what it is, and we just gonna keep rolling with the flow. Thanks for everybody that's tuned in. You know, Crib, Rose, Sis. You know, we gonna keep it moving. But let's talk about what's going on in the community. You know, there's a lot of things going on in the community with the youth, and we as parents, we do everything we got to do. I'm not a parent. I'm you know, I don't have no kids, but you know, being in a committed relationship and being a part of what's going on in the community, you know, and I represent what's up, bro? And I represent what's going on in the community. You know, us as a village that raise the kids or raise the people around us, we got to pay more attention to the kids. You know, kids get caught up in too much stuff in the community, where as though they have mentors, they have tutors, they have guidance counselors, they have avenues to stop them from falling off track, and they still do it anyway because they're gonna make their own choices and decisions in life. And we have to pay attention to our youth. You know, I had a situation recently where I had to go in and let the court systems know about my mentoring program, let them know about my nonprofit organizations that I'm affiliated with because it's not mine, but I'm sponsored by Trump for Leaders and the Hope Foundation. And you know, if it's kids going through the system or going through whatever they're going through and need counselors, mentors, if the seniors need something, if the reentry people coming home from prison need something, reach out to me. You know, we can help the whole community. You know, and it's definitely watch. A matter of fact, we got some brothers from United States Penitentiary that's doing something for the community. They in prison, y'all. They in prison trying to do something for the community where they came from, behind the wall. These brothers got life. These brothers got a lot of time, and they try to do something for the community. April 22nd, make sure you bring yourself and your team and your family and your kids to the 2200 block. Matter of fact, 22nd Street Southeast, between the 34 and the 3600 block of Southeast. And we're going to have moon bouncers, catering, music, DJs, face painting, and everything else to the 36 to the 34, 36 to the 3400 block of 22nd Street Southeast. So make sure you bring your kids out and have a good time. You know, police will be involved, so it's no violence in the neighborhood. It'll be top flight security on deck. Craig and Day, they will be on the scene. You know, so bring the kids out, have them a good time. It's gonna be Xbox Live, PlayStation, Nintendo 64, regular Nintendo, Sega, and whatever else the truck bring that's coming out to support the youth. Cookouts, hamburgers, hot dogs, and everything else. So bring the kids out, man, and enjoy your event. Enjoy the event where it's giving back to the community. Fox Wave will be there, Skibo Records will be there, Money Game Records will be there, and a few different hosts will be there that's involved with you get your free haircuts, get your free nails done, your hair painting, you get so many different things as this event. You might even find you a travel agent there where you can book you a trip and go anywhere across the world for the low. If you holler at me, I might could book your travel agents and trips. I might be your travel agent. Let me say that. And I can book your trips wherever you want to go. Just get with me. The sales don't last long, but also too, if I was to talk around the town right now, Ashley Furniture, anywhere in the DMV, whether it's Falls Church, Forestville, whatever the case may be, they have 75% off deals on furniture. And it's free delivery. So if you're looking for some furniture, you need to go out there and get what you need to get and get you some furniture. 75% off, you can't beat it. So make sure you tune in each and every week from 9 to 11, where we might have different stuff going on each and every week. Shout out to Chia Ali. He about to do a documentary in LA from April 3rd to the 7th. You know what I mean? Talking about his lifestyle as a major artist and an indie artist, and whatever he experienced in life, as incarceration, to the streets, to whatever. Tune in. The documentary probably be released sometime April, May, June. Watch out for the whole foundation, community cafe. Community cafe where you can order all type of exotic foods and plates and whatever. It's DMV located, meaning the brother comes from anywhere in the DMV. If you want some spring water, natural spring water, check out DC Water on Instagram, Facebook, etc. Get you some real live spring water by DC Water. It's a new water brand that's out there. Like this water, you see Arcadia, but it say DC Water. And that's just what it is. So anybody want to call in, anything you need to let me know to get off your chest, conversate about, 240-719-2560. And that's just what it is. I'm by myself, so feel free to call in, conversate with me, and let's keep it going. It's a talk around your town, each and every Saturday from 9 to 11. Spotify, TuneCore, SoundCloud, you name it, we on it, live streaming each and every Saturday. Yeah, let's take a break. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back at you. And that's what it is.
white girl. Here we go.
Welcome back to the Talk Around Town. First, I gotta take my hat off to Big G and the Backyard Band. They doing so much in the community. They doing so much as far as building a brand. Like when they say hello, they definitely did that. Shout out to Big G. Shout out to Earl Nut, Wing C. Shout out to Winko, Buggy Souls. The whole Backyard Band, man. That's what's up, man. Shout out to JYB. Shout out to Northeast Grooves. Shout out to what? Every other band in the building. AJA, TOB, TCB. Oh, wait a minute. We got a caller. Caller, you live on the air. How may I help you?
Hey, man. What's up with you, player?
What's up with you?
How you doing, man? See you in there by yourself tonight.
Yeah, man. We just keeping the brand going, man. How you doing?
With the crew at the crew doing something else tonight?
Well, we got one doing a comedy show, and we got one still at work doing Ashley Furniture's sale.
Okay. Well, tell me something, man. Tell me about the nonprofit you're working with in your organization, man. Let the world know exactly how it got started and what you're doing with it now, man. Talk to me.
Well, actually, a nonprofit organization we got started. I can't really go into details of how it really got started because it was a bunch of brothers on a movement. But as far as my knowledge and whereabouts and my information that I can share, like the movement really got started because we try to give back to the youth. You know what I mean? Right. We try to invest our time and energy in dealing with the youth. You know what I mean? We got brothers coming home from the United States penitentiaries or state systems or wherever, and we try to make sure that brothers get housing, hygiene, clothing, whatever they need when they come home. So we try to leave an avenue that's open to teach them about criminology as well as sociology, and also teach them about the basics of life. Right. One of the non-profits I'm with is called the Triumphant Leaders, where we have the senior program. We also have the cheerleading program. We have the football program, where it just expanded. where as though we dealing with we have one football team at the auction at 1901 Mississippi Avenue Southeast, and it's basically for people trying to play football in that community. We also have the football community out by Anacostia High School called Ketchum. It's basically the same type of program, but just a different name. We also have a program.
What's the age group on the football?
The age is actually from 4 to 15.
Okay.
So anybody that's interested in signing up for football, it is a registration fee, a safety equipment fee, because being as though it's a nonprofit, we have to buy jerseys, uniforms. We have to do everything for the youth. So we can't afford to fund it all, but we're going to try our best to make sure every kid suit up and boot up and be ready to rock for the season. We have stuff dealing with the cheerleading. We have stuff dealing with basketball. We have stuff dealing with, we have programs set up where kids can come out and practice and exercise and get ready for the football season by doing trials with former NFL players that's with our nonprofit movement, where they'll be ready by the time they finish this program and this camp with the nonprofit movement. They'll be ready going to youth football league.
Okay. Well, how does some of the parents get a hold of y'all? What's some information they can get a hold of y'all if they want to join that organization?
TriumphAleaders.com, Skibo Records, www.skiborecordsentertainment.com, HopeFoundation.com, and you can look us up on each and every social media site. If that doesn't work, you can go to Corwin Knight, you can go to Terrence Davis, you can go to Bruce Gilmore, or you can go to Triumph Leaders to pull up all the information you need, whether it's DC Water, Community Cafe, whether if you want to deal with people from Howard University, UDC, the SBA, Small Business Administration, to basically put ideas together or build or grow or invest or whatever you want to do to support the community.
Okay. Well, I heard you talking about you into music and everything, and I thought at one time you said you had a country concert maybe coming out to the next
country.
You still working on that?
I'm trying to make the country concert work. Like I was just with Wale the other night, and we ain't really spent too much time together because of traffic and different things. But the country concert has really been put on hold because of the budget. They wasn't trying to sponsor the budget, so we're trying to make it work where they can sponsor the budget, at least build up a rapport with them, because Whiskey was trying to back it, Budweiser was trying to back it, but we offered for over $500,000. It's kind of rough for somebody that doesn't have that type of income coming in to make it work. We got all the avenues, we got the team, we got the squad, we got everybody that needs to make it work. But it's about your credit history. You see what I'm saying? Like your credit history is the major part for people to invest in your business. Building your brand is another thing that makes people invest in your business. You have to have a checklist or stuff you have done, and we have that, but it was under a different marketing promotion team. So like I have the label, they had the promotion team, we had teams and staff to do everything we needed to do. It just ain't work out.
Yeah, that's just the way life is.
Yeah, but
pushing, man, but that country concert, man, that's a good idea, man.
Yeah, because we was trying to bring Earth Church and Chris Jackson to the DMV area. So bringing them to the area would have really been a good look, because they have a lot of good music that people in the DMV would have wanted to hear. And it still might be not too late, because it's still in negotiations. We was trying to do it by next month, but it might not happen till June or July. So it's not over yet. We can't count it out.
Okay. Well, big ups to you, man. Proud of what you're doing, man. Keep up the good work, man. See you in there by yourself tonight. I see you holding it down, man. So keep up the good work, man. We holler back.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for calling in.
All
And
right, holler back.
thank you, thank you. Anybody want to call in, you call in at 240-719-2560 for any comments, any information you want to share, anything on your mind. I don't care if you talk about the bird, the cat, the squirrel, because this is talk around the town. It could be the latest movie out, whether it's Us, whatever the movie is. Call in there at 240-719-2560. Anybody on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, 240-719-2560. Don't hesitate. Feel free to call in. We talk about whatever's on your mind. We can talk about building community, uplifting community. You know, we can talk about how to help the community. We can talk about a lot of different things. We can talk about your talents, your business, whether it's black-owned, small business to major business. Call in. You know, so we're going to keep it going. And it might seem like a dry night tonight because I always got somebody talking shit with me. I always got somebody vibing off me. I always got somebody that's around. I'm not knocking what brothers do, but I'm going to keep my brain going. Let me tell you about Skibo Records. Skibo stands for Strategically Kindle Ideas for a Beautiful Outcome. We offer different platforms, whether it's the artist development, choreography, distribution, music, managing, marketing, promotion, you name it. When it comes to the music industry, we provide it. Now, we're not chasing artists. We can't make artists do what they do. We can't make artists be into the world that we into because everybody's dream is different. Some people make music because that's how they vent. That's how they relax themselves. That's how they become in tune with themselves. But anybody's trying to go somewhere in the community, anybody's trying to uplift the community, and anybody's trying to keep that gangsterism alive, you got to say right things at the right events to get heard. If you're not doing that, don't prepare to get heard. Because if you're not making me in my seat dance or move, or you making it like you showing me where I'm going to get some money, you can't expect nothing different. So, it is what it is. But each and every Saturday, man, like I said, you catch us from 9 to 11, Foxway, sponsored by Skibo Records. You can find us on every social media site that does live streaming. If it does live streaming, you might can't look at the video, but you can hear it's live. And the phone number for you to call in is 240-719-2560. Now, this is my question for the people that's listening and paying attention. What you gonna do with the rest of your afternoon? What you gonna do with your Saturday? How you hanging out? What you got going on? Anybody want to comment? Call in at 240-719-2560. Okay, cool. So we gonna keep it going. What's the latest gas people smoking nowadays? Everybody got this type of gas, that type of gas. Everybody got this, everybody got that. But when niggas hit your tree, the shit some bullshit. I'm just saying, everybody got the same shit. So if you selling tree or you out there trying to get you money for some tree, what kind of tree you got? Because everybody ain't buying no bullshit. You in the street selling coke, dope, weed, or boat. What you got? Because ain't nobody buying no bullshit. That's just what it is. Am I lying? Am I saying something wrong? Anybody want to comment? 240-719-2560. So, you know. But like I said, I take my hat off to Cardi B and Blueface for the Busta Down Tatiana. They both really did they handled their business on a professional level. And I respect that. You know, shouts to every artist coming up in the game. Shouts to the entrepreneurs, the business owners. Shouts to the DMV artists, the go-go bands, and everything else that's going on. You know, I wish that you can hold it down until I get around and we can make magic happen. Shout out to Boo Boo Studios. Shout out to all the other studios I went to. We gonna make it happen. And they're not far away. But we gonna make it happen. So if you need somebody to bring a studio time, if you need somebody to edit, cut, whatever for the videos, we got them peoples on deck. If you need other advice, entertainment advice, or whatever you need, bring the peoples around. We're going to keep it moving. So, Reg, we're going to take a break, man. We're going to come back. You can catch us each and every Saturday from 9 to 11. You can call in at 240-719-2560. And we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back at you after these messages.
We know you was here, baby. Now we know you here. What they do, Reds? What they do? What they do, dog? Come on. They got them like they want them. That funky drumming. That buggy songs. I think they want to take them to the old school. Come on. To the old school, yeah, you got us all for the realm. You ain't a crook, son. It's a shit one. So, sugar dog. He wasn't that quick. Jump over the gallows, thinking burnt his dick. Ran up the street cause he was fighting. Better bitch thing till nothing goes wrong. Brother 92, then he had the hoe. That type of shit, he's a pro. But Jack is under the till it gets a little now. You know the hoe, she gave it a cap. Then he had to go see Dr. Bombay. Got a shot in his ass and he was on his way. Made some money one night. Down on the HBT, the dope spot. Then he saw a lady who lived in the shoe. So both in the front, in the back, marijuana grew. For the nigga who was really important, he lived on G-Rod in the Air Jordan. Ride to the fella for some rides in the hose. The people Avenue, they sitting on the ransom. Ride to the fella for some rides in the hose. Yeah, plug 'em. Old school, yeah. Hey, brother, the batteries they use are called Duracell. They last 3 weeks, so they do me well. We going through the faces, my joint stays on 24/7 from dusk to dawn. If you ain't Costa Rica on a Sunday beach, your face will buggy, it can't be reached. I cover other corners, you can put it on lock. We call for songs, that means you want some cop. People need to think that backyard's foul. Brother know it hurts when you're on the prowl. Brother know it hurts when you're on the prowl. Get faced by G or business pal. But shit is overflowing and won't allow another page. So I'm just in this now. Message said, thank you for calling BYD. Till the dawn. Yeah. Funky jump my drum, man.
Welcome back to the Talk Around Town. Please feel free to call and assist me tonight, because I don't have no co-hosts, and I don't have no artists, I don't have no business owners. Please feel free to call in at 240-719-2560. You know, whatever you got on your mind, whatever on your plate. It could be family things, it could be relationships, it could be just to talk around the town. You know, please feel free to call in. Please feel free to call in. I'm not begging you, I'm not asking you, but we are located at 4711 off Suitland, Maryland, right behind the Red Lobster on Branch Avenue. So if you got any business ideas or business plans, you know what I mean, come on in, come on out, assist. I understand it's a Saturday night. A lot of people got a lot of stuff going on, and it's hard to catch people on a day like this at this particular time, because people getting ready for the club, people cooling down from working all day, people just want to chill with their family, you know, a lot of different things. But feel free to contact us, feel free to call in, feel free to be yourself. You ain't gotta hold your cuss words back. You ain't gotta be politically correct. Just feel free to call in. So the number is 240-719-2560. Moms, call in. I know you supportive. Call in 240-719-2560. Speak what's on your mind. Ed, Rico, Tigger, you know, Fesso, you know, Aunt Dre. Call in, man. 240-719-2560. You know, and let's go. Let's keep it going. Share what's on your mind. Share what's your ideas. Share what's your opinions. I mean, hello. So we just gonna have a dead air tonight, where ain't nobody calling in, ain't nobody participating, ain't nobody joning, ain't nobody doing nothing. Like, it don't make sense. Support your black business owners. Support your black youth. Support what we got going in the communities. Support with up-and-coming businesses. You know, it's like this. How we expect to get ahead if we're not talking about the president, if we're not talking about financial stability, if we're not talking about the youth, if we're not talking about regentrification, if we're not talking about whatever? You know, we could talk about whatever y'all want to talk about tonight. The lines are open, 240-719-2560. Come on, y'all. Don't act like that. You know what I mean? It's like, how can we each one teach one? How can we uplift the community if we hold it to ourselves? You know, teach the brothers about the 12-step ladder, 3-step ladder. Teach the brothers about knowing your higher self and your lower self. Teach the brothers about anything that's on your mind. Teach the brothers about how to shop right and how to use your coupons ahead of time. You know, teach the brothers anything. Whatever's on your mind, contact us at 240-719-2560. How many times I got said? Anyway, we could play some upcoming indie artist music. We could play some regular gangster music, R&B music. We could play whatever y'all want to hear. At least request what you want to hear. I mean, it's like a brother crying out for help and can't get a bottle of milk. Real shit. Like, it's like we in a community, man, where how you gonna express what's on your mind or how you feel about different things if you don't want to share it, if you don't want to talk about it, if you don't want to get it off your chest? Let's talk about bills. How can you come financially stable with the situations you're going through? Let's talk about the speed cameras. Let's talk about the speed cameras give you tickets in spots you don't even be in. Let's talk about different things. Let's talk about the women, where there's no loyalty, trust, dependability, respect, honor. Let's talk about it. Hello, community, people. How y'all doing? Y'all all right? How's your Friday night? Excuse me, Saturday night. What you doing tomorrow for Sunday? Are you going to church? What you doing? Let's talk about it. So, the number is 240-719-2560. Please feel free to call in. I don't hear no hotlines jumping. I don't hear no people calling in. And y'all be the first one to criticize and judge a person trying to get the people communicate with the community. If you don't have nothing positive to say, please don't call in. If you don't have a way to help the community, please don't call in. If you can assist with the mentoring and youth program, because you got a lot of youth nowadays that's gravitating to the streets. You got a lot of youth nowadays who are carrying pistols, getting caught with pistols. But what kills me is that the government is offering the government is offering ballistic programs where how to make our kids and our youth better criminals. The government's offering safety tips to the youth who break the law. So how do you feel about that? Instead of rehabilitating them, we're calling again, 240-719-2560. Reg, you got people say they calling, man, they can't get through. You hear me, Reg? Reg, they got people calling so they can't get through. They say they're trying to call, they can't get through. What's up, Mayo? It's 240-719-2560. Like, how do you feel about the youth getting caught up in street politics? Yeah. Call back. If you can't get through, call back again at 240-719-2560. Don't be discouraged. When you're down the food stand building, you stay down there all day. When you trying to get your lights cut on and whatever you got going on, whether it's a new car, whether it's taxes, plus a lot of people got their taxes back this year. So call in, 240-719-2560. And that's what it is. I don't know why you didn't get through, Miss Lady, but we gonna work it out. But the reason why I got shades on for is because I'm by myself. The reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is because I'm by myself. And this is not a show about Skibo Records. It is about Skibo Records, but also it's about a talk around town. Excuse me. It's about small business entrepreneurs. It's about indie and upcoming artists. It's about bettering the community. It's about how we can assist each other to make our nation great again. Donald Trump used the slang. Why we can't use the slang? Make our people great again. It's a system and an outlet to get whatever's on your mind off. So if you can call in at 240-719-2560 to keep the conversation going, guess what? You're doing your community a favor. If it costs you gas, you use the right app. If it's costing you food, use the right app. If you eat McDonald's and don't want to come on the show, we understand because you really trying to save your money. Unless you just like McDonald's that bad. Wendy's, Burger King, etc. Now, how was y'all week? That's what we want to know. How was y'all week? What y'all went throughout the week that make you feel how you feel to this Saturday? Did you party this Saturday? Excuse me. Did you go to the Aqua? Did you go to the lounge? Where you go at this Saturday? Where are you going at tonight? Because it's still early. Let's talk about that. So if you feel free to call in, 240-719-2560. 240-719-2560. Y'all don't make no sense. I'm really about to start joning on the whole crowd. Like, I mean, how hard is it to support upcoming business owners? How hard is it to support the community? How hard is it to give you time to give something back where you didn't rip and destroy it and whatever throughout the years? How's it hard to get back to your community? If you getting all this money, y'all saying y'all get in the hood, but y'all ain't getting back to the community, that's what we call you, selfish niggas or petty niggas. It's just what it is. A lot of people are stage fright and they don't want to come on a radio show or feel some type of way about it because they never experienced that, they never been through that, they don't know how to play it. So you have to understand that and deal with it accordingly. We know children can't be our saints or our angels because they go through stuff and we have to be their saints and their angels. So, Reg, what's your opinion about what's going on in the community, Reg? All right, sure. So, like I said, you know, there's a lot going on in the neighborhood. If you feel some type of way, you want to get it off your chest, you can catch us at 240-719-2560. You gotta excuse my wave, my yawn, because I had to get it off. So welcome to Vox Wave, sponsored by Skibo Records. Welcome to Uplifting the Community. Welcome to Vox Wave at its finest, man. Because Vox Wave has a lot of things going on.
Always got the phone going on.
Always.
Man. Always got the phone going on.
Always.
Hit you right back, Ron. Hit you right back on the show. Yeah, man, the community is changing in Washington, D.C.
Oh, yeah?
A lot of gentrification, man. I went around town just the other day over in Southeast, and, man, they're moving us out, man, moving the people out. The renting districts are going away and making it so you can't afford to live in certain parts of Washington, D.C. And it used to be Chocolate City. You know what I'm saying? It ain't Chocolate City no more.
I had Chinese people tell me that it's not Chocolate City no more.
No, they tell the truth. They tell them the truth.
And that threw me off because how you know what's Chocolate City and what ain't?
Yeah, they know. They know. Now all of the people that are patronizing their businesses are more, white folks now.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
But they did it in a way such that we can't afford to live. So I say to all the folks out there that have homes, keep your homes because they're very valuable at this time because once you sell them homes, man, they moving, like I said, they're moving us out, further out into the suburbs, into the country, down, they're moving us out, period, because they're making it so expensive for the average person that can't afford to live in, a condo costing you like $100,000 for an efficiency, or $200,000-300,000 for an efficiency that's somewhere downtown U Street or wherever it may be. It's just crazy. And we talk about the politics of Trump. Trump is for anybody that's making over $500,000 a year. Now, his tax break went to the rich. It didn't go to the middle class.
Of course, we know that, of course.
And people talking about Trump, he's all about money and all about himself. He's not about helping anybody.
Right.
He's about helping his rich friends, with that tax break, all the stuff. I've never seen a president act so unpresidential in my life.
Absolutely. And I agree.
He mocks and mimics people. It just
because he feel like he can't be touched.
and he can't. And his Mueller investigation, ain't nothing gonna come out of that. Nothing's gonna come out of that. All the things he's done, all the people that's been indicted, all the lives that he has destroyed that's come through that office. And still the Republicans don't have anything to say.
Mm-hmm.
If Obama, they was squawking on Obama about wearing a tan suit.
Mm-hmm.
Remember he put on a tan suit? They talked about that, putting on a tan suit like, he broke some kind of laws or something. And that was the only scandal that he had the whole time. He didn't have no prostitutes or anybody paying hush money to keep the prostitutes quiet. Of course we know presidents have done that before and had girlfriends and whatnot, and extramarital affairs. We know that. But Obama was pretty much a squeaky clean president when it comes to events like that. When it comes to scandal, we had no scandal. We had no scandal while he was in the house.
So basically, what you saying at the end of the day, you like Obama better than Trump?
Oh yeah. Now, Trump is acting just like they thought Obama was going to act, basically. Like like the N-word. He was acting just like they thought Obama was going to act. Trump come behind Obama and just turned. We went from A to B. We went from A to Z.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been terrible. The administration, the other countries
this administration is terrible.
Other countries are looking at us like fools. Other countries are laughing at us.
They are.
They are laughing at us.
Because they looking at it like, if this y'all president, do y'all see what we doing?
Exactly.
Are y'all giving homage or paying respect to what we doing? Because we could do this at any given time and turn up.
Yeah.
And y'all ain't gonna be able to do nothing with us because Trump has exposed all the secrets to the DMV.
Yeah, and the thing of it is, a lot of people respect him because he speaks his mind, and he'll tell you up front he don't like certain people.
Mm-hmm.
He don't like nobody but his people.
Mm-hmm.
And he's up front with it. Now, people can respect that. I respect that, because, most of them don't like us anyway. Most people don't like black folks anyway. They won't say it out front. This joker said up front, I hate these people, I hate the Jews, I hate the Muslims, I hate blacks. He'd tell it. He would tell it right to your face, right into America's face. And the rednecks just love it. Yeah, tell it, say it, Trump, say it. They love it.
Oh, wow.
They love it.
Wow.
The way he is, and then the Republicans don't have anything to go against him whatsoever. They just let him do just what he wants to do.
Right.
Every time you turn around, he reversed the bill of one of the gun law bills Obama had passed that you have to have background checks for mentally ill people cannot purchase a gun. He reversed that.
Mm-hmm.
So now the folks that are mentally ill can go out and buy a gun and just, most of the terrorists are people right in our own country that's terrorizing us.
So would you want them people to get buy a gun? Would you want whoever's watching your establishment to buy a gun?
No, you have to go through certain hoops and loops to purchase a gun. I'm not saying you shouldn't purchase a gun. But if you're mentally ill and it should be certain laws because so many people have taken out and killed thousands and thousands of people over this last 10 years who were mentally ill, who should not have had a assault weapon, who should have had a weapon to kill innocent people, and especially with the children. Children are dying all day, every day at these mass murderers at these high schools, and they still doing nothing about it.
Not condoning with the parents are doing. How can we get the parents on a better track to pay more attention to the kids?
Oh, that starts from birth. That's every teaching. Like I was taught like my son. Every teaching starts right at home. It starts at home, and then you shouldn't get information from the street. You should get the information, everything you need to know about life, pretty much at home. You should start the first teachings at home, and then we talk about the drug epidemic right now, the opioid drug epidemic. Let's go back in, say, the 80s and 90s when we had a crack epidemic.
Right.
At that time, it was taking out 80% of black people that was on drugs. It taking us out, then putting us in jails for selling the drugs.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
It was an epidemic.
Mm-hmm.
It was an epidemic of crack cocaine taking out our people. They didn't care. As long as they was killing, we killing each other, they didn't care. Now that the opioids is killing and taking out white folk in numbers,
Mm-hmm.
now they claim it as a national crisis, or it's an epidemic. It's an epidemic for them, but it wasn't an epidemic when it was taking when a drug was taking out us.
Absolutely.
Now it's an epidemic. Like, we gotta stop this and come in the country. We gotta stop putting out these prescriptions. We gotta give them more help. We gotta get them more patient help. We gotta get them more treatment. It wasn't talking like that when our folks was dying. It was not had nothing to say. As long as they're killing themselves and killing each other, we don't care. Now that is an opioid drug when it's killing the white folk, it's a problem. Oh, it's an epidemic now, you know. So people gotta open up their eyes and stay woke and see just what's going on in this country. This is one of the best countries to live in. Don't get me wrong, I love this country, but this country got a lot of wickedness. I asked a guy the other day. I said, "Do you know what the Tuskegee experiment was about?" Oh, never heard of it.
What?
Never heard.
You never heard about?
Never heard Tuskegee experiment. Where they experiment on giving us syphilis and see how we will react to that, to those soldiers. This is what America has done.
That became a national epidemic because
this is what America has done. Okay, and I'll get on another topic. Let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you.
Do you think man went to the moon?
Of course.
You think man went to the moon?
Of course.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Propaganda. When I was a kid, I never believed man went to the moon. Why haven't we gone to the moon since? So you mean tell me a rocket went up to the moon, landed on the moon.
They called it Plymouth Rock.
Right? And then jumped back off the moon with another rocket and came back down from space, down back in the water. You believe that?
He called it winter.
So you believe that? So I'm going to ask everybody, do you believe that? And if you do, I want you to read a book called Capricorn 1, and it's a movie out called Capricorn 1 that explains and breaks down how exactly they staged it. So do you remember the movie Armageddon with Bruce Willis?
Mm-hmm.
That looked real, didn't it? Didn't it look real?
Of course.
It looked real, right?
Of course.
It looked like they were on the moon on that rock and the whole nine. That's the same thing they did to fool us in America. Man never went to the moon.
He was beaming me up sky.
Never went to the moon.
Because
and then remember the clips they had of the moon where they had the guys up there in a dune buggy? Remember that? You remember?
Yeah.
Air in the tires. There's no gravity up in space. So how did they keep that dune buggy
together or keep it going?
And who was taking pictures? It was 3-4 people that went to the moon that time. Who was taking pictures?
Man,
they had selfies there.
That's a whole nother story.
Who took the pictures?
Yeah, that's a whole nother story. Like, how you keep pictures when we going through sandstorms and everything? You definitely on one tonight.
Huh?
You definitely
Man went to the moon. So he jumped back off the moon in another rocket, right?
Mm-hmm.
And landed back on Earth.
He landed back on Plymouth Rock.
For real?
So now,
the movie is called Capricorn 1, and the book is called Capricorn 1. Please, do your homework, read up on it. There's a lot of stuff they say we've done, we did not do.
Now,
I'm going to get on 9/11 right now.
Before you get on 9/11,
go ahead, player.
You know we had the event down the Stadium Armory today. With the dealing with the St. Patrick Performance Day or
yeah, St. Patty.
Now, why would black people celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
I have no idea.
If they knew the history of it, they wouldn't even celebrate it. But yet you had a full house.
On St. Patty's Day.
Wally ain't bring all that. The homie Wally ain't bring all that.
Yeah.
He was so busy chilling and relaxed that he like, man, I'm gonna drink this, and when y'all come back over, I already know what you will do.
Right.
And I'm like, bruh.
Okay. Getting back on 9/11. The only time buildings come down like that is when they're doing demolition. The way their buildings come down, if you ever watch them destroy and demo buildings with dynamite, they come down in that exact way. Those buildings were built to take that kind of force of an airplane or whatever that crashed into it.
Right.
It would have stayed up.
Right.
Those buildings fell like as if dynamite had been set off and brought those buildings down.
Right.
And how is it that someone's trying to take flying lessons and they come to you and say, all I want to learn how to do is take the plane off.
Right.
I don't give a damn about it flying.
Right.
That should have been a red flag. And I got a bag full of money.
I'm trying to just.
All I want to know is how to take the plane off, how to take
Right,
off.
right.
I don't give a damn about it landing.
Right.
Somebody was asleep that day when he took that money.
Absolutely.
Huh?
Absolutely.
And it was more than one person that gave a bag of money to want to learn how to fly the plane, not land the plane, but get it off the air, get it in the air.
And
Really?
right now, the way things are going and how things look, that money is really in the air how we speak now.
What?
I mean, I'm not too for sure, but I'm pretty soon if it's nowhere else, where it's going at.
Right.
That's just my
All
opinion.
these lives have been lost because, little mistakes, things they oversee. And this thing that's going on with our president now, man, we're going to pay for this for a long, long time. He's reversing everything Obama put into place to make the country a better place.
Absolutely.
Then the last thing he did was reverse the law on mental ill people purchasing a gun. He reversed that law. So what does that tell you? He don't give a damn about people. He don't give a damn about the kids being killed. He don't care about that. He don't care about none of that. All he care about is money. Collusion, maybe might have been another collusion, but he was over there in Russia trying to build some more towers.
Right, exactly.
That was that.
Exactly.
It's all about business and money with him.
Well,
Man
I
been
mean,
bankrupt 8 times.
yeah, but
8 times.
only reason he lasted last time because his father was there, was arrested, that's dead now. You know what I mean? That's the only reason he lasted because, in all actuality, Trump is broke.
Been broke.
And he got different FBI agents on his line. So it's only a matter of time before they bag him.
Yeah, man.
Now, if it was me and you, we'd have been in right away. It'd have been no ifs, ands, or goes about
Man,
it.
if Obama did a quarter of the stuff that he did, he would have been impeached, put in the jail, and under the damn jail.
Well, what
Okay.
I found out was that, Ray wasn't no actual businessman.
Who's that?
Ray.
Yeah.
He was actually the one who set everything up and went in Santiago. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it was going so much that I might as well give me some money.
Yeah. Well, look, man, we're going to take a break, man. I'm going to
Okay.
get off the air right now. We're going to take a break. We're going to come on back and do your thing. I just want to speak on a couple things, help you out tonight, but tune in each and every day. We got about 35, 40 shows on the network, Vox Wave. Please go on YouTube and subscribe. Go to YouTube and search Vox Wave and push the red button and subscribe to the station. We're doing a lot of great things for the community. We got over 35, close to 40 shows, doctors, lawyers, professional people, entertainers, a lot of entrepreneurs right here on Vox Wave. And we just here for the community. We're getting ready to do another big cookout this summer, coming like we did last summer.
Oh,
and,
yeah?
We're going to do another big one. We're going to have more bands
Where
this year.
at?
Right there in the parking lot.
Oh, right there?
Right here in the parking lot like we did last summer.
Man, y'all heard it first, man.
and-
Come out and enjoy the
and
parking lot. Uh-oh.
We're gonna have fun, man. Just doing the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, also look up that Capricorn one, like I told you about, man going to the moon. He ain't been to the moon again.
You going to
Okay.
the moon?
Hell,
you got your
Eli
tickets sold
Elon
out?
Musk will go to the moon. Elon Musk is sending people to the moon on a ship
Exactly.
for
It's called the
$200,000.
Yeah, 212.
$200,000 of ride. What?
Are you
And
paying that to
he's
go on the
booked
ship?
up. I can't afford to for a ride. I don't know how long the ride's gonna be, but folks is jumping in on that like
But
crazy.
not only that,
Huh?
if the world coming to an end, we got to get on a boat.
Now,
we gonna feel like Noah.
Now,
at the end of the day.
I don't believe man went to the moon, but I do believe and I do know that they have
Hold up.
space, what we call stations.
So man
Space-
ain't go to the moon.
Hell, he didn't go to the moon.
Who set up the flags and
Man,
the
please,
equipment?
man, really?
Did you watch? Or did you watch Armageddon? They set all that shit up there too. And you, while you watched the movie, you thought they was there too, didn't you?
Yeah,
It was a movie, cousin. It was a movie.
I mean, it happened in
Now they do
Hollywood,
have
so-
space stations. I got that. I believe that. But going to the moon, landing, and then jumping back off on a rocket ship and jumping back down to Earth, really?
Who does
I was
that?
a kid. I was like, no.
No, who does that?
I was a little 10-year-old fat kid and told my teacher, oh, hell no. They ain't going no moon.
You had a fat teacher.
I was fat.
You was fat.
But the teacher was nice, too. Miss Howard, she was nice.
Oh,
But
yeah.
anyway, yeah. I said, Miss Howard, they ain't going no daggone moon. Yes, it did, Reggie. And she'll argue with her down. I also argued with her back in, I was fourth grade. I might have been like fifth grade. That was 1975. Arguing her about Martin Luther King should have a holiday. I argued with her
Well,
about
he got
damn.
it, though.
No, check it out. I argued with her for 10, 20 minutes, half hour. They had to bring my mother to school. My mother had to come off from work and take me home. And said, don't be going back into school arguing about Martin Luther King getting no holiday. So years later, I got to be an adult, and I worked. This was in College Park, the Paint Branch Elementary, and I was working right across the street from
Piney Branch over Georgia.
No. Paint Branch Elementary was right in College Park,
Okay.
right near the University of Maryland, where I grew up in a little town called Lakeland. My grandmother's neighborhood. God bless her soul.
Where that's at.
It's right off of Route 1. Right off of Route 1. College Park, McDonald's, all that back up in the little town called Lake. Anyway, Paint Branch Elementary. Next door to it, they had built a rec center called College Park Community Center. So I was working over there at the front desk, and I was coaching and everything. And so Miss Howard had finally came over. She said, I heard you was over here working, Reggie.
Right.
I will never forget you when in 1975 you was arguing with me about Martin Luther King's holiday.
So how
this
old-
might have been 2010 or 12 when she
How
came
old was
over.
you in 1975?
75, fifth grade, maybe 12 years old, something, 10, 12, whatever. it was.
Okay.
So anyway, so she came over to the rec center and said, Reg, I had to come see you because I would never forget you. You argued me down about that holiday. She said, by the way, your man got his holiday. I said, yes, he did. I just hugged and kissed her and everything. And my first grade teacher, Miss Stanton, who's like in her 80s now, big shout out to you, Miss Stanton. I love you. Miss Stanton, she's my first grade teacher. Miss Stanton, I love you. She was at my wedding.
Oh,
She was at my wedding.
Okay.
And I told everybody to stand up that she had whipped that ass when we was kids. Half the damn crowd stood up because Miss Stanton had whipped that ass when we was kids. We had paddles. They beat our ass with paddles back then. But anyway, Miss Stanton is still living, and she is one of my heroes. I thank Miss Stanton, my first grade teacher. She was able to spank your ass back in the day. They can't spank kids today.
They better not spank kids
right,
back in the day.
We spanked our
Right
ass
now,
back in the day.
They better not do it right
Miss Stanton, first grade teacher. I love you. I love you, Miss Stanton. I will always love you. Hope you. And she's in her 80s now. She's still driving. She's still doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? So I love her, and always would. I would never forget. She was inspiration. And she's still.
Shout out to Miss Stanton.
Shout out to Miss Stanton.
Yeah.
You know, Mr. Sedbury was another inspiration.
Who was Mr. Sedbury?
Mr. Sedbury was my fifth grade teacher.
Okay.
Okay. Now, he introduced me to sports
Okay.
and competing.
Okay.
This was real talk. He introduced me because I was bad as hell, rebellious. Everybody else had their fathers in their life, and I didn't.
When
All my
was you
boys,
bad?
all my boys had their fathers in their lives and everything. I was rebellious.
When was this?
This was in '75, brother.
Okay, all right,
This is
75.
'75.
All right,
I was
okay,
fifth grade,
all right.
'75. No, '76. It was '76, sixth grade. So I know what grade I was each year.
1974.
1974, I was in fourth grade, but '76, I was in sixth grade, and Mr. Sedbury introduced me to sports, and I thank him for that today because it wasn't for sports, I wouldn't be the competitive person that I am. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Still competitive to this
So
day.
did your son follow in your footsteps?
Oh, he's trying. He's trying. We working. He 14, 15 years old now.
Because
He's
I know
very
he
competitive.
train every day.
Oh yeah,
under
he
your
trained.
Your gym.
Yeah, he works, and it's a blessing to have a son. But I'm gonna get off the air right now. But I love you all. Check us out, VoxWave.com. Check us out, VoxWave on YouTube, and we're doing a lot of great things. If you want to become a sponsor, if you want your own show, just give me a call at 240-832. Give me a call at my cell, baby boy. 240-832-4455. If you'd like to have a show, we want to be on the show. We have a live stage right over there. If you want to be on the stage, you want to do your poetry, your rap, your gospel, your go-go, your hip-hop, your jazz, your R&B, we can do it right here on the stage. We call it the Vox Wave live set, baby. Okay, that's what we doing, okay?
Right.
We love y'all, and I'm going to see y'all next time. I'm going to let my man get back to his show. He got maybe a half hour, but he might not last a half hour because we've been in here talking. But it's all good.
Because I got more questions for you. I'm not just going to let you drop the jewels and then roll out.
Oh, you got more questions?
Yeah,
Well, go ahead,
yes,
hit me with a
indeed.
question. I gotta get back to the board. Go ahead, hit me with a question.
All right, because this is what I want to know, right? You had mentors and people in your life, as far as teachers and sponsors and students. Also, your son himself. And what made you push your son? You want some water?
No, I'm good.
Okay. What made you push your son to keep him on the right track to play basketball?
Well, he's only 15 now, and we've been at this for about, when we first started playing sports. I tell all the people out there who have young kids, 4 and 5 years old, is just introduce them to sports. The first sport you want to introduce them to, in my opinion, and I was told the same thing.
Okay.
Is soccer.
What?
It's soccer.
Where they come from?
Okay, because I'm gonna break it down to you. Soccer gives you that, when they run up and down, it gives you the
I gotta take my
stamina.
glasses off for this one.
Okay, soccer is key to every sport. Reason being is because it gets your stamina, your stamina up to run up and down that field.
True.
2, it gets your footwork ready for every other sport. Because soccer, you're constantly kicking with your feet. You're moving. You're doing foot moves. You're working with your feet. Every sport, footwork is imperative.
So how do you feel about kids that's in football or basketball or boxing taking?
No, I'm talking about young kids 4 and 5 years
Nah,
old.
but hear me out. Even at that age,
They start at 4 or 5
how,
years old.
how do you feel about kids doing boxing, football, baseball, or whatever, taking ballet?
Taking ballet.
Mm-hmm.
Ballet is again the fluent of ballet, the footwork of ballet.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of football players have taken ballet. Ben Swan, one of the best receivers out there, he took ballet. You know what I'm saying? So
Eric Dickerson.
Eric Dickerson. So
Herschel Walker.
Right, but I say, my opinion has helped my son with his footwork
Okay.
with soccer.
Okay.
Because he went from soccer to tennis
Okay.
to football
Okay.
to basketball.
Mm.
Out of all of them, his best, he was at tennis.
Mm.
But he didn't want to stay with it. I built a basketball court in the backyard, a basketball court / tennis court in the backyard.
You trying to bet some money on your game?
And still got game.
You trying to bet some money on your game? You got to drive to the hoop and score your 2 points.
I can get there. I still get it.
You trying to bet some money on your game?
I'm 55 years old. I still can get it in. Okay. I still get the basket in the back.
Listen, I ain't gonna take it light on him.
Okay.
He got to earn every bucket around here.
I got a court in the backyard. You already know that.
I'm saying, what's up?
Well,
I'm saying,
we can go out there. We can go out there. I got lights.
because we got to be able to keep the grill going.
Oh, the grill going to
while the missus is cooking,
That's the grill
heating up the food.
Nah,
because after I sweat and you run me in the ground or I run you in the ground, I'm gonna need me a hamburger, hot dog.
Well, we got that. We got that.
Or a steak or something.
Let's get back to the kids. The fathers and the mothers.
Right.
Now I've been in my son's life for 15 years since we brought him home.
That's wonderful, man. Can you
My
be
dad
my
wasn't
father?
in my life.
Can you be my
Wasn't in my
stepfather?
life, but I've had some good.
My father passed.
Right. I had some good mentors. My uncles, my grandfather, a lot of good coaches. Mr. Comlow, Bob Wagner at Northwestern. I had some very good mentors and coaches that brought me up.
Absolutely.
So, and I've coached
Shout out
also.
to them.
Well, shout out to all of them. And I've coached also. So I would say to the young parents that have young kids, start them off in soccer, because soccer gets your footwork ready for baseball, football, basketball, tennis, because everything.
And boxing.
And boxing. Footwork.
Ballet also helps too.
Footwork is everything when it comes to sport.
Absolutely.
Everything
Absolutely.
when it comes to sport.
You know what's crazy?
Soccer is the basis of footwork.
You know what's crazy?
In my opinion.
My cousin pulled up on me today, and he had me outside, man, him going toe to toe, and my red bottoms.
What?
But I never knew red bottoms was slippery.
Right.
So we out there going toe to toe, mixing it up, getting it together because this is how he play. And I said, reality hit me. I just paid all this money for these shoes. I can't afford to fuck these shoes up because you want to play. You know what I'm saying? But I was mixing it up, combo, jab, stick, body shot, head.
Right.
And I say, hold up. I cannot mess these shoes up.
There you go.
So I don't care who you trying to show for or how they might feel you might got out on me. I'm not messing these shoot up, but I got some Nikes in the trunk. If you want to do whatever after that, let me switch my shoes.
Okay, we'll switch your shoes up.
He ain't one that he rolled out.
Getting back at sports.
I'm trying to bet the house on it.
Even with the girls, get your daughters.
Okay.
Involved in
Absolutely.
sports.
Absolutely.
Because sports is, to me, has made my job that much easier. Now, not all kids adapt to sports. These kids today, their families are strong as hell. They, I didn't introduce the video games to my son until he was almost 12 years old.
Okay.
10, 11 years, 12 years
Okay.
old. We were outdoors. We would learn how to catch a football, dribble a basketball.
But that's
catch
what's
a
missing
baseball.
from the community
Right.
nowadays with kids.
You gotta get these kids outside.
Absolutely.
You gotta get them outside. The hell with the
Absolutely.
video game. They got all their life to play video. You got grown ass people playing video games every day. So let them introduce them to sports first, if you can, because sports will transpose into life lessons. Not everybody's gonna be the man on the job. Some people gonna be leaders. Some people gonna be followers.
Absolutely.
So you gotta learn how to work. You might not
Absolutely.
like your boss. You might not like that guy on your teammate, but your goal is to score that touchdown. Your goal is
Absolutely.
to score that basket.
Absolutely.
So you have got to work with that teammate. You might
To
not
figure
like
it
that
out.
teammate.
Because
The goal is to win the game.
defenses is like
Right.
the steel curtain.
Right. Everybody can score. Everybody can
Right.
rebound. Everybody can
Right.
dribble. So everybody is all pieces to the game. We're speaking of basketball now, and every
And
sport
football.
has and football and team sport. Team sport is imperative because it teaches you life lessons to carry you on later on life. Because you ain't always gonna win. You're gonna lose more than you're gonna win.
Absolutely.
That's in life. You're gonna
Absolutely.
lose more than you're gonna win.
Absolutely.
So, like my grandmother told me, bless her soul, she's not here no more. Like my grandmother told me, it's not how many times you fall down.
That's how many times you get
It's
up.
how many times you get your ass back up. I fall down every day,
Absolutely.
but I get up every day. You follow me? And that's what I teach my son. Dog, you ain't gonna win every game. And
Absolutely.
he can't understand. No, you're not gonna win every game. He's like a professional. You're not gonna win every game. You're not gonna make every shot.
Absolutely.
But you gotta keep pushing and keep working. Keep pushing, keep working.
But you
keep
got to
pushing,
work at
keep
your
working.
craft. You got to build your brand.
And and I tell my son, basketball might not be the thing for you to do later on in the future. You're gonna,
No, it might be preparing you for something else.
Prepare you for something else.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because
You
what's
young-
your major? What's his major?
right, and the thing of it is, young folks, I tell you, and old folks, find your passion. Because if you find your passion, something that you love to do, and you get tight at your craft. If your craft is tight, I don't care whether you play an instrument, whether you dribble a basketball, whether you do mathematics, whether you do English, whatever you do, get your craft. I always speak, y'all hear me say this 100, get your craft tight.
Absolutely.
Because if your craft is tight, then money is going to follow.
Absolutely.
Money is going to follow.
Absolutely.
Practice at your craft, whatever you like to do. Find something that you love to do, or study. Get something that you love to do. Study for it. Get right. So whatever it might be, an entrepreneur. If you want to find something that you love to do, go to school, get your education. So when you come out, you're working for yourself, because it's working for yourself. Don't get it wrong. It's twice as hard as work. Twice as hard as working for somebody else.
Because I get tired of putting in 100 hours a week, and I have nothing to show for it.
Right.
But if I put 100 hours a week for my own company, if I have nothing to show, that drives me and motivates me to work harder to make something happen.
Right.
But if I'm working harder for another company and I'm putting in 100 hours a week and I'm not getting nothing back, guess what? I need to go put in another 100 hours this week because I got bills to pay. And then at the end of the day, time you pay your bills, you broke again. So guess what? I got to work another 100 hours a week just to keep some money in my pocket. And the time bills come around, you broke again. I mean, don't get me wrong, check to check is cool. But how are you building your legacy? What are you setting up for your family and your history and your legacy, whereas though you setting a path, and that's what he's talking about. And that's a lot what he's basing his conversation on. He's setting up a legacy and leaving something behind for his youth to follow in the future.
And if you chase the dollar, everything's about the dollar. You're gonna continue to chase the dollar.
Absolutely.
Find your passion,
And if you can find, and if your passion is, and somewhere in your passion is being able to help somebody, that's why we're here. We're here to help somebody.
Absolutely.
We are here
Absolutely.
to help other people. I tell myself all the time, somebody is always less fortunate than you. When I see these people on the street who need money or whatever they need, or clothing or whatever, we do our coat drives and toy drives and all these things we do for the homeless and this and that. Or I see somebody on the street, I give them something, give them a couple dollars. People say, they're just gonna take that money and get drunk. Hold on, let me finish. They're just gonna take that money and get drunk and get high. The Lord don't care about that. He does. He cares about your heart. He see that you gave from your heart your last couple of dollars or whatever it may be. You never know how that person got in the situation that they in.
Absolutely.
I've been in a situation like that before, where I had Jack. I didn't have nothing.
Absolutely.
I can understand that. So I'm sympathetic to that because I've been down that road. I've been without, me and my mother, when she was living, we go home on the weekends, didn't have no food on the weekends. I had to hustle bags at the Giant or wherever, Jumbo, hustle bags for people coming out of the grocery store. Y'all don't know about hustling bags. Hustling bags was when people would come out of the grocery store and you would go up to them and carry their bags to their car. That was hustling. I know what you're talking about,
but at that time when we was going through that, the grocery store was on 14th and Columbia Road.
Right.
So it was in between the Target and the Murray Ains and all that, right then and there, and the Giant and all that.
Right.
People nowadays they look at it as a shopping center and something else.
Right, but I was hustling bags. My mother wasn't well. I was hustling bags on the weekend to make sure we had food in the house, the whole nine. I mean, I wasn't getting them on $1 or $2 a bag, but $10 back then went a long way, cousin. Back in say 78, 79.
My grandmother used to send me to the liquor store with a note for a pack of cigarettes.
Right.
Cigarettes at this time was $2. Ice cream was $3.
Right.
I would get.
Well, how old are you now? Tell me how old you now.
I'm 39.
Okay, see, I'm on up be your dad. See,
that's why I said I adopted you as a father figure in my life because
I'll be 55 coming up on.
But to be honest, all my homies that I came with up in the streets or learned something positive from was between 50 and 60.
Now.
No, even back then. But at this time, I might have been 14. They might have been 28.
Right.
Or they might have been 40.
Right.
But it was a different era then, and we was focusing on the wrong things then. But even still now, that's why I said live on the air, like, you sharing your story motivates me and inspires me to let me know I'm not doing nothing wrong.
Right. Well, I mean,
even if I'm by myself, it lets me know I'm not doing nothing wrong.
I still got a lot to learn when it comes to business and a lot to learn. I've had a lot of good mentors. My uncles are still living. My grandfather was my hero. He was a carpenter. That's how we got this table built. My grandfather was my hero. My grandmother, who just passed at 96 years old, she was my hero. My mother was my hero. So my heroes were in my family.
Mom's was definitely my hero. My father too, but he's deceased.
Right. My father was never in my life. So I had other teachers and mentors and brothers in the community, older brothers in the community.
I had them, but it was for the wrong shit.
Right. But I had some good people that come through my way, and I mean. When I'm able to give, to people, man, I can't even explain how it makes me feel. It makes me feel so good when I'm able to give back and give to people or teach.
And that's what we need. That's what we need.
Or I got a kid right across in the cul-de-sac. His name is Philmon. Philmon is about maybe 9 now, and Philmon is growing up on my backyard. And I told Philmon how to do a sweep move, a sweep move. You sweep and you go. And he sweep and you go and then go to the basket or triple threat.
He was size.
Or triple threat for you basketball players out there. You know something about triple threat. Triple threat is if you get in a triple threat position, it's shoot past the dribble. So I gave him triple threat. You know what I'm saying? So I see him out there in the yard. I look out the kitchen window, I see him on the yard playing
doing
with
the
kids
same thing.
So he taking
using the triple threat.
He used the triple threat.
Yeah.
He using the sweep move. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, thank you God. This was the best thing we could have done in my backyard. Was build a serious basketball court in the backyard. And so That's gonna be part of my legacy when I'm gone. Some of these
Absolutely.
kids gonna be like, you know what? I played on that court,
And
Mr.
that's
Gab,
a triple
Coach
threat.
G's court,
Absolutely.
Coach G's court. They'll see what I do. They come knock on the front door.
Now, this is my question for you, not to cut you off.
Go ahead, but you cut me off.
I apologize.
But look here, the kids come, they knock on the front door, ring the doorbell, and they ask, Coach G, can we go out back and play? And see, they know the rules. They gotta clean the court up first, get all the trash all off the court, make sure it's straight before they start playing. You know what I'm saying? One of them was out there, and they was, all the rest of them was cleaning up the court. This one joker was on his phone, and I come out on the sliding glass. I come out on the deck, said, what was you doing? He told me, I was cleaning up the court. I said, no, you wasn't. You was on your damn phone. I watched you the whole time. I said, we always watch. I told my son, when I ask you a question, I already know the answer.
Absolutely.
So don't lie.
Absolutely.
I already know the answer.
Absolutely.
So, like getting back to giving, we must give as much as possible to the less fortunate than who less fortunate people than you are. That's just why we're here. We're here
Absolutely.
to give and to help.
Absolutely.
I mean, people in general that have more, or that have and the have-nots. The haves, it's up to us to give to the have-not.
That's why my big bro came out on the show tonight to support me.
You know what
'Cause
I'm saying?
I was by myself.
He was struggling a little bit.
Yeah, I
He was
definitely
struggling a
was.
little bit. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. You get me talking, I just get talking. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's cool because what my thing is,
We had a lot of
I got a
topics tonight,
question.
too.
Absolutely. And I love
Man,
it.
ain't go
I
no
love
damn
it.
moon, shorty.
I love it.
Man,
But
they go to the moon, cuz.
nah, we already on the moon. But
yeah, we on our moon. We
yeah,
on our own.
absolutely.
We on Earth, so we
but
got here.
this is my question: how can you get the brothers in the community that don't want to leave the community to experience something different?
You got to have mentors. You got to have people that can talk them into going to different places. Because once you leave the country, say for instance, my first real trip leaving the country was in went to St. Croix, St. Lucia. St.
Can I
Croix.
go? I want to
Oh
go.
man, and the water was so clear.
I want to
bro.
go. Can I go?
Oh man,
I
St.
never
Lucia,
been there.
St. Lucia has two parts of the town.
I never been there. Can I go?
St. Lucia has St. Croix has two parts of the island. It's Christian State and Frederick State. So it's the city like downtown Georgetown, and then it's the suburbs like Maryland.
Okay.
Beautiful island, man. Water crystal clear. Out of all the water I've ever been into, the crystal clear water I've ever been to has been the Grand Cayman Islands. I mean, you could be the water up to your neck, and you can look down and see your feet. That's how clear the water is in the Cayman Islands. So if y'all never been to the Cayman
I
Islands,
never been.
brother,
I never been.
you got to go.
Can we go together?
Man, you got to go. We can take the
But-
girls, man. We can take the girls on over there, man. Just have a good time.
I
I
bet.
can't go over there by myself. I get in
I'm
trouble.
definitely not going by myself.
I get in trouble.
Cause I'm gonna come back and I ain't gonna want to come home. I'm be like, honey, I met Sunshine. I ain't coming home no more.
Sunshine that threw the booty up in the air. She just threw the booty up in the air and turned the sunshine like hollow.
Yeah, I ain't coming home no
Hey, you
more.
remember seeing the Hollow Nights?
That's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about.
Where Sunshine
Yeah.
Sunshine told the dude, the white guy, there was.
That's what I was talking
He said,
about.
look here. He said, look here. He said, honey, baby, you know what? I've been holding back on you. I ain't been giving to you all. And he looked. He said,
I'm be like
he
this.
said, what? You ain't gave it to what? So he got right on the phone. So this is the favorite scene of the movie. He got on the phone. Blah 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 blah.
Honey,
Junior, put your
mother on the phone. Yeah, I ain't
Honey,
coming home.
I
no
ain't
more.
ever coming back home. Boy, that
Yeah.
joint was hitting. That was
Yeah,
straight emergency shit right there, baby.
that's like real life. Like, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. You know, we as creatures, as men of habitat, it's not hard to please us. Stimulates our mind, but stimulate our body.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And we can love our household to death, but you always got to keep the relationship spiced up. You always got to keep the relationship where as though we don't need to go outside for nothing.
Right.
You know, because it's already done in the household.
Right.
Now, same thing with the artists. The artists, if they hungry and motivated and trying to get something done, they got to go in the studio.
Right.
They got to shoot the videos. They got to do what they got to do. And when they come to us, we know how to cater to each artist's ideas.
Right.
Or how to market and promote their business. Now, I'm saying me, I own a label, but I'm trying to go out and have some fun this summer. And I need brothers like you around me where I can go out and have fun. I got to go on my shoulder, watch my back.
Right.
You know, we out having fun. And I'm saying, I ain't worried about nothing else.
What you need to do, we need to get outside the country.
Exactly.
Because there's so much education in travel.
Exactly.
Because you want to see poor and homeless people.
I don't want to see it.
Okay, what I'm saying to you, we got our homeless people here. Most of our homeless people here bigger than me and you.
I know.
I'm taking you say to other countries I've been to, say Dominican Republic, poor countries. The homeless people there are slim, and you can see their rib cage and the whole night.
No, I don't want to see
I'm
it.
just saying, you gotta get outside
I
the
feel
country
like
to see.
even though I can't see my rib cage, I feel like I can see
Okay,
it.
but when you look at their livestock meaning their cattle, their animals, their dogs, their cats, their cows.
All of them look the same.
They all malnutrition. Those are the poor countries. You can see their rib cage, the cats and the dogs. You can see a stray dog around here, he's fat because he can still get something to eat.
Yeah, some of these dogs be overweight.
Right,
some of these
exactly. And they homeless dogs.
Some of these
they
people
ain't
be
got no
overweight.
home, dog. They homeless dogs.
And this
they ain't
what
got no
gets
home,
me.
right?
As many, back in the day, every woman wanted to have that body and blast stomach, right tight 6-pack. Even if it ain't a 6-pack, they want to have it together.
Right.
Now women is practicing obesity, and they just don't care because they got a cute face and a cute hairstyle or clothes or whatever. And I'm like, who wants your big ass?
Yeah, you got a lot of.
You cute as shit, but who wants your big ass?
Yeah, it's a lot of heavy ones out here. And see, getting back to the American diet, I can eat better, for sure. But I'm 55 years old. I ain't got no big gut. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got
You work out too, though.
but I got a 15-year-old that keeps me active, and I thank God for that.
I think you shoot your lights out.
Yeah, he probably, right now he probably can, because he moves a little faster than me. I could get him 2
I'm
years.
talking about 3-pointers.
Oh yeah, he shoot. He much better shoot than I was. He can't play no defense like I did, but he shoot.
Okay, because you got that Dennis Rodman shit and
Charles
Charles Barkley.
Tell me, you can't let your man get the ball.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman, Charles Barkley, we weren't going for it.
Y'all youngins, y'all don't play no defense. Y'all wait till y'all man get the ball, then you try to play defense.
Nah, he already scored the bucket.
He got you.
Yeah, he already scored the bucket.
What you got to do is deny him from getting the ball. If he the baddest scorer on the team, you don't let him get the ball, cousin. Nope. Don't let him get the ball, then he can't score.
What do they call him? Ice him out. Ice box.
Don't let him get the ball.
Yeah.
You get the ball, and then he try to play defense. Nah, man. Nah. We didn't jump around so much tonight, man. It's all good. What your folks saying, man? What your folks saying? You can't see that.
They not really saying nothing tonight. They just happy to tune in.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
And they happy he came on to support me. You know what I mean? My mother on, my homie on.
Yo, what's up, moms? How you doing?
I got a homie in Africa on. Lorenzo, he's from Africa. You know, that's my good homie right there.
Okay. Well, look, you know what you need to do, and y'all need to do? Get you a passport, right? Get outside the country. Get outside of D.C., Maryland, Virginia, wherever you are.
So,
get
Lorenzo,
outside.
I'm coming to hang with you.
Get outside. Go to one of the islands with clear water.
Big booty hoes.
St. Lucia, St.
Big
Thomas,
booty hoes.
St. Croix, St. Vincent, all those are U.S. Virgin Islands, meaning you don't really need a passport, but it's good to have one.
Yeah, it's definitely
so you
good to
can
have
go
one.
over there with just your driver's license. Those are U.S.-owned islands. So once you get in that clear water and see how other people are living, other cultures are living, it'll make you give you a different perspective on life in
Nah,
DC.
I'm glad you're here.
You understand what I'm saying?
And I don't mean to cut you off.
You've been cutting me off though, cuz. Go ahead.
I'm with you.
Go ahead.
But the homies from the United States Penitentiary, right, is trying to give some April 22nd in the neighborhood, on the Parkland community.
Okay.
And they doing it, they orchestrating everything from the prison system.
Okay.
And they saying that they doing moon bounce, everything for the kids that the kids can imagine and dream. They trying to bring that to the hood to do a live broadcast and a live streaming event, and which is my mother's birthday, April 22nd. So I will be there and be bouncing back and forth. But they are trying to, regardless of what they went through, to get where they at and to do the time that they doing, they trying to give back to the community from the prison system,
Okay.
and that's big.
When are they going to go through with this or what?
They going through. It's April 22nd.
Well, my birthday April 5th, so remind
Mine
me.
the 8th. Mine the 8th. So we can go out
Aries,
together.
brother.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
Aries
well, holler at me
Nation.
so we can do that, man. Holler
Yeah,
at me so we
Aries
can do that. I
Nation.
come out and support, man. And then if you give me a little script or something, we'll turn into a commercial, and we'll run it here on the air for
Yeah,
nothing.
we gonna do that.
Why don't
It's
you just
coming.
give me the
It's coming.
script?
It's coming.
Give me the script so we can do a commercial for it. You know
But
what I'm
they
saying?
also want to do a live broadcast live from 22nd Street Southeast.
Okay.
You know,
We can give them 15, 20 minutes. Somebody can put them on the air, talk to them a little
that's
bit.
all they need. That's all they need.
Well, let's do it
You
then.
know,
All you
but
got to do is remind me so I
what's-
can come out and shoot it.
What's amazing is that you got brothers doing life in prison,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get back to the community where they from.
Yeah. Well, that's what's
From
up.
prison.
That's what's up. You know?
And the amazing part about it is that they didn't forget where they come from, and they trying to get back to it and help build up
Mm-hmm.
the same things we be talking about on this radio show each and every week.
Right. Well, I'm gonna put a shout out to Miss Bias,
Okay.
Miss Bias, which is Lynn Bias's mom, who I played high school with. All of us got scholarships because of Lynn Bias in basketball back in '82 at Northwestern. Lynn died, of an overdose back, I think it was '86. But I want to put a big. She was just on my mind. Everybody, in the documentary is called on 30 for 30. The documentary is called Without Bias. You'll see me in that. Yours truly.
Okay.
In the documentary called Without Bias, told the story of how he died and the whole nine, how he came up. And I played ball with him since seventh grade, from actually 8th, 9th grade to all the way through high school, 12th
And I
grade.
didn't even know that. Wow.
And I want to put a shout out to his mom, Miss Bias. I love you. In Lynn's death, his death has done more, and she has done more, and he has done more for the world than he would have if he was living.
Absolutely.
Because Miss Bias has been
Absolutely.
on a crusade about drugs and how to monitor your kids, and how that tragedy hurt her, devastated her family,
Well-
and how, let me finish, and how it helped other people throughout the world to see through her eyes how she lived through the death of 2 kids, and how he's helped other people through his death to not go down that path,
I'll take my head off.
not go down that path that he took. So she preaches that all the time, how not to go down that same path, not to be like him in that manner. So God put him here to die in this way, because it helped so many people after his death, because his mother was on such a crusade to help people in the misfortune of her child leaving this earth, or her children leaving this earth, is in the fortitude of helping so many people after his death. So a big shout out to Miss Bias. I always will love you. Lynn, I always think about Lynn all the time. If you ever get a chance to watch this, I love you and your husband and your family. They still have 2 kids, a son and a daughter. I think the daughter is a phenomenal singer.
How can we get on the show?
She's doing great things. I have to get a hold of her so we can get on the show.
Okay.
But big shout out to Miss Bias. You've done some great work for not just the Maryland, D.C., Virginia area, but you've done some great work for the world. Sharing the story of how your son died, and the reason how your son died and the way he died. And you tell that story all the time, and it helps so many people with their teenagers and their kids and their children and their young children. So Miss Bias, we love you. Big shout out to you on Vox Wave. We love you. Hope to see you again sometime soon. Hallelujah to you, sister.
So catch us each and every week. We will continue this conversation. Thanks to the CEO, good brother Rez, owner of Vox Wave. You know what I mean? Thanks to him. Thank him for coming out and keeping our drive alive and motivation, upbeat. You know what I mean? Like we couldn't have said it no better. He couldn't have gave it no better. Thanks for the brother coming out. You can catch us each and every Saturday from 9 to 11. And tune in, call in at 24719-2560 each and every week from 9 to 11 on Saturdays on Vox Wave, YouTube, Spotify, etc. We not even gonna do that. You know, Facebook Live, whatever. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I love y'all, man, and continue to watch our show, because you never know what we're gonna bring to the table, and that's what it is, and that's it, and that's all. Hold the sauce. See y'all next week. What y'all know about the dirty side. Yeah.